I am a little fed up this evening. First off, greetings to everyone tuning in to tonight's episode of Late Nights and Alcohol. Sipping on a Red's Apple Ale. If you haven't tried it, you should. It's pretty good. There is not a Instagram post or a Facebook status or a Twitter status that is long enough to convey my feelings on this particular topic. It's a rhetorical question I'm going to ask. Is it terrible that I almost know as many single mothers as just regular females that I know? Is it? Do you think? It's getting kind of ridiculous. This epidemic I've been noticing for years, ever since my childhood. First off, let me make a disclaimer and let you guys know, no, I don't have any children. Never raised any children, anything like that. Other than helping with the upbringing of my two younger sisters. So that's it. But fellas, you all with this baby mama drama, leaving these women to raise these kids on their own, I'm just gonna be honest, you make me sick to my stomach. I've met so many women that are doing an excellent job of holding down their household and raising these kids on their own. You cannot teach a little boy how to be a man. To all my single mothers out there, you can to a certain extent, but there's nothing like a father's direction, a father's upbringing, and a lot of that has stepped out of the picture since the years have gone on. Ever since I say like the 80s, and it just got worse ever since then. You have to do better, gentlemen. We got to do better raising these kids. You don't. It's sad to see guys out here lining up in stores to buy these Jordans or get fresh to go to the club, and you can't even send your little boy or little girl diaper money or money to pay for daycare or clothes. And then you get mad when somebody wants to put you on child support. You swear up and down that she's doing this out of spite because she doesn't like me. And sometimes that may be true. But yet and still, you still have an obligation to take care of your children. And it just sickens me to see, it's sad to see all these stories about all these single mothers. It's a sad epidemic. I know so many of these women, and I've heard so many of their stories personally and individually. Things were going fine. The baby came along, the guy just disappears. He says, oh, I'm going to be there to support you. I'm going to take care of this kid. We're going to do our thing. We're going to make this work. And then he just disappeared. What kind of man are you to sit there and not be a part of your child's life? I don't care what you have going on with the mother of that child. It is your obligation and your duty to make sure that that child is brought up right. I cannot begin to even fathom myself in that situation because I would want to be there from day one. Kids need a positive female and a male role model in their upbringing if you want them to be brought up right. Now don't get me wrong, there are a lot of mothers out there, as I said earlier, that are doing their thing and raising their kids on their own, raising young men, raising young women to be excellent, to be great. But still, fellas, those of you all with children and you're not doing a damn thing, don't go to the club. What's not going to the club for a weekend? Use that money, take your kid to a baseball game. Take them outside, teach them how to ride a bike. Take them to go get some ice cream. Those are moments that little children, they're going to value that. Because they're going to see, hey, at least my dad's making an effort to be a part of my life. They're going to remember that forever. That could be the difference between them taking care of you when you get older or them shipping you off to a retirement home. But I digress. We have to do a better job of being there for these kids. Like I said earlier, I don't have any children. I don't, but it doesn't take much to see that this epidemic is bad. It's very, very bad. You got to get in that child's life and you have to be a part of it. Whatever you have to do, put the baby mama drama, as we like to call it, put that aside and just be there. And if some of you may catch offense to what I'm saying, I really don't care. Because that means that's your guilty conscience telling you that you need to be a part of that child's life. Do what you have to do, fellas. That's going to bring me to my next point. A lot of women some who I have dated, some who my friends have dated, they have come across, and I have come across certain women that have certain issues that can basically project back to them not having a positive male role model in their upbringing. A lot of these ladies have dad issues. Same thing for us guys. There are a lot of guys that have issues simply because their mother was not around. There are a lot of females out there that have issues. They become needy, or they become completely dependent on a man that they start to date simply because they didn't have a man around them in their upbringing to step in and say, hey, you can do this on your own. You don't need a man. Or let me show you how a man is supposed to treat their mother, their significant other, by how I'm treating your mother. They didn't have anybody to do that, so they become completely dependent and needy on a man. And it's all because they didn't have that positive upbringing. We as a younger generation have to do a better job of getting one-on-one in these kids' lives and doing the best that we can to raise them. I don't have any kids, but when I do, you can guarantee that I'm going to be there. I'm going to be responsible. I know the truth is in the doing, not the saying, but if I can be a part of the solution and not the problem, that's what I am going to do.
Ladies, don't you get tired of those niggas that sit on the couch and play PS3 and Xbox all day, don't do shit. You try to go in there and you help them do everything they need to do to get up and get on their feet. Don't you get tired of those dudes who trying to be a rapper and you help them, you go out and you help them with promos, you break bread. If they need something, they get caught up, they go to jail, you there to fucking be at their whatever needs they need at that moment. You are there, putting in work to show that you care. Aren't you tired of that? Then why the fuck do you keep fucking them? Let me get this real deep shit. My buddy was touching in earlier about men raising their children, in which is a good thing. Man should be in their children's life. But I'm going to play the devil advocate on this one. I'm going to say this. Prevention. This is a lot of things that a lot of people don't talk about. Before the shit even happens, prevention. Meaning you have a choice. So, I'm not going to lie. Over the past few years, I've dated girls, and it's got easier and easier and easier. It's not that hard to go and get it with a woman. I'm not saying that you have to be the cutest person in the world, but it's not that fucking hard these days. If you can't just go out there and get it after a couple of months, then you're just a fucking stupid. If I'm talking to my people in the 20s and up. But back to my point, prevention. If you don't want these sorry niggas that you talk about, you complain about it, don't come take care of their kids, don't do this, don't do that, then why the fuck do you always open your legs to them? You say it takes two, and once that you get pregnant, you knew the motherfucker was sorry before you even laid down with him. And you just sitting there hoping, oh my God, I hope he changed one day. He said that he gonna get better. No, it's the same sorry ass motherfucker. And if you get that sorry motherfucker, then guess what you are? And I'm not talking all, I'm talking if the shoe fits, wear it. And mean, that's what we're talking about. So prevention. Get to know the man, see what he's about before you start to open your legs. That way you already know, hey, this is not what I want, this is not what I want to invest. Oh, I already see signs that he comes over, he lays down, he plays the game, he's not really doing nothing. And I'm tired of women saying, oh, he wasn't like that at first. Wait till he's like that. Get to know him to the point to where he is who he is. If everybody's nice in the beginning and then later on they become shit, take your time. Because I guarantee if you just wait 6 months to see how much or how a person really is compared to 18 years of raising a kid and complaining about it, I guarantee you, if you really think about it, 6 months is a lot shorter. I mean, it's your life. So we asking you, before you get to criticizing somebody else, how much do you value yourself? Value yourself by prevention. You don't have to do it. If someone looks nice, it's a lot of attractive people these days, but you don't have to do it. If niggas are all this side right now, you do not have to lay down with them. I repeat, this is a public service announcement. If you have sorry niggas epidemic, that means if all the niggas you run across lately have been bullshit, why the fuck do you keep fucking them? Ask yourself that. It's some real deep shit. And usually I don't like to cuss, but fuck it. Because it needs to be known. If you don't like bullshit niggas, don't lay down with bullshit niggas. If you don't like niggas who not gonna take care of their kids, don't lay down with niggas who not gonna take care of their kids. If you don't like niggas who sit on the couch and play Xbox, don't lay down with niggas who just gonna sit on the box and play Xbox. And if you want something of more value, then you have to think about this. It's gonna be a rare commodity, but if you want something that's a rare commodity, guess what you have to be yourself? A rare commodity. That means I didn't lay down with those bullshit niggas. I didn't invest all my time with those bullshit niggas. I invested my times making myself more valuable, loving myself by taking the proper techniques and steps of prevention, by preventing myself in bullshit situations. That way I can prepare myself for something good later on. So I want to say to you today, you have a choice before you even put yourself in. I'm talking to the ladies who have not put themselves in a situation. You need to show them this before they even go out there and open their legs and get on there and twerk and advertise breasts and advertise ass and advertise, oh my God, I just got on some new socks, but my goddamn titties out. Before you go out there advertising that, you need to be real with yourself. And speaking of being real, I'm gonna go in on another topic while we're talking about real. This eyelashes, fake hair, fake boobs, butt shots. All these clothes you go overboard with, I think, and this is to the black community, I'm gonna calm down a little bit. It's to the black community in particular. I think that it's gone too materialistic. I remember growing up at a point in time where there was mostly white people on TV and girls would say stuff, oh, they get all this surgery and boob job and all this and all that. Then 20 years down the line, we get a little bit more money in our community, and what do we spend it on? Fucking butt shots. Butt shots. What the fuck are you gonna do with butt shots? If all these women try to imitate the black woman, as in getting full figure lips and all of this, then when you get all that extra stuff, who the fuck are you imitating? It's too much. You've gone overboard. If it was like a natural girl to walk down the street now, just regular natural hair, natural, you know what I'm saying, that keep a nice fit, she would be the one to stand out as compared to how much fake stuff is out there now. How much money have our community spent on those material things? You could save how much money did you spend on hair last year? I want you to actually sit down and add this shit up. How much money did I spend on hair? And you better not say, oh shit, we broke, we need some food for the kids, or we need this and that. Because you want to take a look at yourself. And brothers, I'm going to get to you later. My boy touched on that. So this particular episode, I wanted to touch on the ladies. All that fake stuff for a man of needs and a man of means, it really doesn't mean that much. Just be yourself. That way when a man gets to know you for being yourself, he'll know who he's in love with. He'll know that real woman, because you was real from the day one. So don't, just cause it's on the other side of saying you want a real man, you have to think of all that little things like that plays into play. Love your hair. Love your eyelashes. If you got a little piggly ponytail, love that motherfucking piggly ponytail and rock that shit. Stop hating. Stop hating if somebody want to be natural and do their own stuff. Your hair is beautiful. Your eyelashes are beautiful. The boobs that God gave you are beautiful. The butt that God gave you are beautiful. You are regularly beautiful. You are the natural woman for the world to see. So why would you want to ruin that figure? You don't have to add all this extra stuff. Just be yourself, be beautiful. I'm out.
I'm just gon' do me, and you just go do you. But what do I see? I see you hide behind the lies. You know it ain't your lie. The truth is in the sky. Take a picture in the mirror, that's you, girl. No butt shot, no fake boobs, girl. Now you got a little potion, drinking in the open. Now that you are chosen.